How did it feel to work with George Lucas?
There we go.
George, to me, he was kind of like an uncle figure. It wasn't like he was my boss. It was like he was my family member. He talked to me like a little kid, you know, that I was 13, and he really knew how to communicate with me in the way, you know. And as I said, with the asteroid field and the spaceships, you know, he kind of tried to help me in any way he could. As I saw with the other guys, you know, I was a little kid who had a lot of energy. I'd run out, "Hey George, how you doing? We're trying to film right now. Hey George, how you doing? You know, you want anything?" He's like, "No, sit down, I'm fine, you know. Don't worry about me. You want a water?" "No." I said, "I'm fine," you know. So he's just a really nice guy, and he made my experience. And still to today, I moved to America and I began my visas and stuff, and my lawyer's like, "Well, it's going to take a couple of months, you know. They got a lot of people trying to get visas for America and stuff like that." So I said, "Okay, I'm going to go to New Zealand for, you know, a month. Hopefully by the time I get back." I sent my paperwork the next day because George Lucas wrote a hand-signed piece of paper, like, for me to come to this country. Must have had a Star Wars fan, you know, and opened up. Click, click, approved, you know. I looked at Logan and said, "I can't believe this." I said, "What?" She said, "You got approved in a day." I said, "A day?" I'm like, I'm sending George Lucas baskets of flowers and stuff. "Hey, I'm next door neighbor now. Don't get rid of me." So, you know, and he's still doing things for us to today, you know, like I said, with the letter. So, I gotta say, you know, he gave me a gift of a lifetime and changed my life. So, I owe not only everything I get for Boba Fett to him, but, you know, now my life I live now. So, yeah, he's a great man.
For me, it was great working with George. You know, I wouldn't be here today if he didn't believe in me, and he made that decision for me to play Darth Maul. You know, it was his creation. Star Wars is his, and he's got great people working with him. And you know, I've got to thank him. So you know, he's a very smart, intelligent man. And working on set was quite intimidating because it was a big production, but it was like no other experience. And George was like considered like Big Brother, you know? Like he had his eyes and ears on everything. And there must have been about 4 or 5 different, I've never been on a movie like this before. And remember, this is my first acting gig. But he was filming in one set, he'd be in our set filming a fight scene, and they were filming other things, but he's watching it, and I remember we were goofing off, and George wasn't around. He goes, "Hey guys, I can hear you." You know, it was just unbelievable. You know, it was one of those things that he knew what was going on, and he took pride in what was being done. So it was really good to, you know, I'm just glad that he came up with Darth Maul. You know, the double-bladed lightsaber.
That's it. We're out of time. Ray and Dana for being here. Thank you guys for coming.
Thanks, everyone. Good seeing you. Go get some lunch. We'll be back around in about an hour and a half. We're going to go and do a photo op, and then we're going to go and get some lunch, because we're human, we want to eat too. So if you want to come and see us, you can come see us after 2 o'clock. Have fun.
Have a good day. Enjoy the show.
Thank you.